And what up, what's good? It's a new day, and let's get back to working on some cars. Got some things to do and preparations for the 300ZX. So just getting up early, birds chirping as you can hear. Here's the Z. But yeah, anywho, I gotta what I gotta do? I gotta take my my old SSRs, because I was planning on running the 300ZX on 19s, but instead I want it to be a lot more functional. So I'm gonna run it on 18s, because I probably am gonna slide this car. At first I was like, nah, I don't want to slide it, but I'm going through that itch bug where I'm ready to start drifting again. You know, all my friends are drifting and shit, and it's like, kind of want to get back into it with them, versus, you know, trying to having it look good and stylish. It basically needs to look good but also work and perform good. So I need to pull out my SSRs. I've been holding these for a while. They were on my 240, so I'm gonna throw them on my 300ZX. Last time when I tried to fit them on my TLZ, they wouldn't fit, but now that I have the wide body kit on there, it should be a piece of cake getting them to fit. So let me pull these wheels out and then we'll go forward. So these are my old SSR Krias off of my S13, and I'm getting ready to take these over to Team 3 Wheel and see what we can do. But first I need to go to Janky Motorsport. That's where the 300ZX is, and I need to test fit the fronts, because I have stop techs on the fronts, and on here, as you can see, they don't really have a lot of fucking backspacing at all. So I need to go over there to the shop, test fit these, take some measurements, and see pretty much where, kind of like the offset I would want for the tires that I'm gonna run, and that way I can get a better idea on what offset I want to make the wheels. That way when I have the spacer to clear the front brakes, I won't really have an issue. So the main thing here is basically test fitting the front, and then putting spacers on just to see how big of a spacer I need to get it to clear. What up, boy? Almost socked you. What up, boy?
McBully.
Woo! Mankind right here.
He tried to throw his old lady off the fucking cliff.
Ah, you watch the vlogs.
Yeah, before he tried to throw
Look at that real one right here.
Run. If you get a good running start, you'll clear it.
What up, Bing Dip? Damn, almost socks you too, huh? Hey, so today's Janky's fucking birthday. This nigga's almost 40. Fucking old as fuck. That's a hard working man working on his birthday. Working on a B-day though. 35 is basically 40, bro.
Yeah, nobody cares. After you turn like 25, nobody gives a fuck.
Alright, so here we go. These are the stop techs right now. As you can see, even with these wheels, I'm running a 25mm spacer. So these are pretty much similar disc in the back. I think the Viennas are a little bit flatter, so, but these have like a decent amount of clearance. Like without the spacer, these for sure would not clear the brakes. That's also why I took these wheels off of the SE, because when I had them on the SE with the stock brakes, they barely cleared. I like literally had like a millimeter of clearance. Like it barely cleared at all. And then when I put the LS400 brakes on the SE, these pretty much didn't clear, and then it was so close to here that I couldn't run a spacer, so I switched the wheels. But let's get this thing in the air. Hopefully, you know, these will clear. That's all I need is the clearance. Once I get the clearance, and then I can pretty much figure out the offset that's needed to, you know, flush this thing out. But let's get this shit up. Almost there, but you don't gotta worry about trying to be safe, because we got KBD. Here we go, it's on there. We definitely have some clearance, so overall this should work. I'm not worried about the fitment from here to here, because that's all determined where we set the face at in the barrel. So pretty much how I do this is, now that I have the, you know, the spacer on, I know it clears from here. It's a matter of basically adding the offset with, you know, with the lip. So when we're all done building this, this should have about 5 inches of lip. So I'm guessing the offset needs to be probably around about -25, -30, somewhere around there. So what I'll do is I'll basically subtract the spacer from there. So let's say if I wanted, I make this a 0 offset wheel, and then the 25 mil spacer will basically give me the extra 25 millimeter of the offset I need, making it the 25. So I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna make this a -25, and then I'm gonna have the spacer on making it a -50, and then I'm fucking, you know, way out here somewhere with FD looking fitment. So it's basically a numbers game, math game, but this will work, and it should work. These look puny as hell on here, but they are 18s. This is just a big ass car, and y'all are used to seeing it with 19s. But once this is done with the lips and everything, this will definitely look, you know, a lot meaner. So this is a go. Hey, question. I got a question for you.
What's that?
Are those steel toes?
Bitch. Yeah.
You know, get it to fucking together.
Are yours? Why are you in the shop? Get out of here.
I'm chilling though. I'm comfy. I don't work here. I'm shop management. I'm making sure you practicing a safe workplace. These steel toes, Nelson? Look at that.
Are they? No.
They are. All right, so I got all the measurements and everything that I need. So I'm about to leave the shop right now for a minute, and then I'm about to go drop the wheels off. People always ask, like, hold on, we got one more. They always be like, oh, where you get the wheels done at? Almost all the wheels like get redone or by this guy. So now we about to do the math and figure out what the offset is gonna be.
That's where the front edge will be.
So what's that, 5 inch front lips? About 5.
4.5 inch front lip. From here.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Invoice right there. So then I need you to give me
Trip to Tahiti.
trip to Tahiti. Had to stop at home, pick up the other wheels. On my way back to Team 3 Wheel, about to go drop these ones off. Obviously the hatch is open because you can't really fit shit inside a 300 or 350Z. Damn, I be getting cars like mixed up. But hopefully that shit don't fucking fly out on the way there. But we'll take the streets all the way to destination. So let's just pray that shit stays in there. So this is one of the front wheels right here. Yeah, you can tell when I hit that wall in the 240, I fucking blasted that wall. Whew. So we walking with Lowe's back here into the barrel stash to see if they got any 18x10 barrels just sitting around.
I got 1811, 1911.
Nah, too big.
1810 right there. One 1810, right?
Yep, 1810. Don't fall. No workers comp, boy. So here's the 12-inch barrel, and here goes the 10-inch barrel. So those that know me, when I rebuild my wheels, I don't like to do the traditional 3-piece style wheel. Like with this, we pretty much cut the ring off the old SSR, and we just pretty much sit it anywhere in the face, and then we can fine tune the offset. So if I wanted a -14, -15, -15, or whatever, like it's way easier to do when you have just a one solid piece barrel like this. And I'm basically changing the wheels from 3-piece wheels to 2-piece wheels. That way the face and stuff still comes off. I don't gotta deal with none of the seals and all that other bullshit leaking. So I like to do the 2-piece versus 3-piece style. So I'm converting these over to 2-piece. 18x12, -30. You know, lip is very important.
Lip is not.
Big lips matter.
Lip is something that gets you punched.
Big lips matter.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just say 6.5 inches of lip.
He needs more lip. Lip matters, man.
Hold still. This won't hurt but a minute. You'll have plenty of lip.
So that gives us what, 7 inches of lip?
7.
All right, cool. What offset does that make it?
Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 7 and 6.5. So that's going to be 25 and 12. 5, 6, 7. Minus 37.
Damn, Daniel. And that's what, 7-inch lips?
No flip. Approximately.
I don't know. That might not fit though.
A Sawzall will make anything fit.
Alright, so it's time to go back to Janky's right now. Too much math going on there for me. But yeah. A lot of math. But it's all worth it. This is how you keep your shit from basically having to redo it and run spacers and all that other stuff. Like on here, there's no spacers on the rear of this car. When I had these on the SE, fucking something in my eye. There was no spacers on the SE at all either. There was no front spacers on the SE. There were no rear spacers on the SE. So it's all about the math, man. All about the math. But wheels are there, so now it's time to go to Janky's. Just getting back to the shop, and what is this man doing? Welding diff.
Another fucking dip.
Another one. Janky Motorsport, aka we only weld diffs around here. So just a heads up, we're gonna be having bean dip built the 300ZX. Nah, for real, you know Janky said he's gonna have you taking most of that shit off, right?
Yay.
So he's basically making you pull the motor and shit.
That's fine.
And he's gonna vlog it, so because I have to.
He's gonna vlog it?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna record and send me the footage because I have to work tomorrow. So yeah. You basically need to narrate. So when you're recording, you're gonna have to narrate.
Okay.
So for the next vlog, I'm not gonna be narrating because I have work. So Bean Dip and Janky are gonna be narrating the vlog. So it's gonna be like a step-in cameo for my vlog. So hopefully they do a lot of recording and do some good jobs. If the vlog sucks, I'm gonna blame you. I can only edit so good.
I'll make sure he actually hits record.
Yeah, I fucked up a lot today and it didn't record. Is it? Alright, we're recorded. Numbers are moving, just to make sure. Alright, come on, chop chop. No breaks. Get back to work. I'm telling you, Janky doesn't only modify shit. He also fixes forklifts. If it's broken, has a hole, needs to be TIG welded, needs to be MIG welded, Janky got you, fam. He'll fix that shit. If you like had an SR and you blew a hole in the block, bring it to Janky. He'll fix that shit.
The typical hole in the block of the SR.
You know, typical SR holes.
Everybody gets one eventually.
Yeah, you know. There you go. Get that shit fixed here at Janky Motorsport. So here we have my 350 and here's my 300ZX. Just to let you guys know, pretty much when I build my wheels, I usually build them all to the same specs. That way these wheels will work on this car, these wheels will work on that car, vice versa with the SC and everything. So my rears are always going to be, I usually have them set at like negative 20. So they pretty much fit both cars depending on what size tires. So usually I run 305s on both cars, or all three of the cars. But on here I'm gonna probably build the other wheels to be a little bit more aggressive because I'm gonna run a slightly wide tire. I'm gonna run like a 275 versus a 305. So gotta compensate for the little, you know, the stretching or whatnot. Is that vegan food? She needs some meat.
No.
So I'm still at the shop right now, but I'm about to be calling this pretty much the end of this video or whatnot. They're going to be pulling the 300ZX in soon and pretty much getting it ready because tomorrow they're going to start pulling the motor and everything. But I'm going to be at work, so I won't be able to hear. I won't be here to vlog it, but they're going to be recording or whatnot, so I'll basically be throwing it in there. So I want to take the last couple seconds, minutes, however long this is going to take, to basically just, you know, clarify what's what. You know, you got people assuming that, like, oh yeah, he's getting paid money through YouTube. Like, I don't get a dime or a dollar through YouTube. So everything I do, post, edit, like, you know, this is like, editing takes a long time. It's not something you can just, I'm gonna film this all day and then I'm gonna get it edited in 10 minutes. Like, it doesn't work that way. So I want y'all to know, everything that I post and do on YouTube is more so out of, you know, love and, you know, people wanting to see this type of stuff. You know, I got people asking me to vlog more or whatnot, and you know, I'm trying to. But remember, I'm not getting paid through YouTube for this. Even though we have the views and the subscriber numbers and the hours of view time for it, to where I could get paid, I just don't want to really water down my account and start, you know, censoring everything, and you can't do edits with certain music and all that. So it's like, I don't want to really water down what I do just to, you know, make a couple dollars off YouTube. So I'm basically giving y'all the raw uncut. Like, this is me, this is what they say at the shop, this is what I say. You know, it's not no, oh, let's script this, let's act like this, hold on, let's make sure it's funny. It's like, this is it. Like, this is, you know, everyday us type stuff. So that's just something I want to clarify. Like, I don't get paid through YouTube or whatnot. So like I said, everything I do for y'all and post up is basically out of sheer love, and, you know, I'm just sharing what I do with y'all.